Good morning students, how are you all? I hope you are all fine. Students, in previous class we had learned about operating system, right? So what do you have learned in operating system? Tell me, what do you mean by operating system? Operating system is an interface between a user and a computer, right? What do you mean by operating system? Operating system means it is an interface between a user and a computer. So who is an user here? A person who is using a computer is known as a user. Clear? So in today's class we are going to see about types of operating system. What we are going to see in today's class? Types of operating system. So let me explain you the types of operating system. Okay? So the first one is single user operating system. OS is nothing but it is an operating system. Okay? Abbreviation of operating system is OS. So the first one is single user operating system, multi-user operating system, multi-processor operating system, multitasking operating system, multi-threading operating system, real-time operating system, distributed operating system. Clear? Once again read it with me. Single user operating system, multi-user operating system, multi-processor operating system, multitasking operating system, multi-threading operating system, real-time operating system, distributed operating system. So the first one is single user operating system. So what do you mean by single user operating system? It is an initial version of an operating system. It allows only one user to work with the computer at a time. Clear? So single user operating system that allows only one user to use a computer at a particular time. Clear? So the most popular single user operating system are Microsoft DOS, Microsoft Windows 3.1, Microsoft Windows 95. So what are the examples of single user operating system? Microsoft DOS, Microsoft Windows 3, Microsoft Windows 95. Clear? So what are the examples of single user operating system? Microsoft DOS, Microsoft Windows, Microsoft Windows 95. Clear students? So the next one is multi-user operating system. So multi-user operating system means it allows more than one user to use the same computer at the same time. So what do you mean by multi-user operating system? It allows more than one user to use the same computer at the same time. Previously I said single user operating system. So what do you mean by single user operating system? That allows only one user to use the computer at a particular time. So multi-user operating system means it allows multiple users to use a computer at the same time. Clear? The next one is multiprocessor operating system. What is the next one? Multiprocessor operating system. So a multiprocessor system consists of several processors that share a common physical memory. Clear? A multiprocessor system consists of several processors that share a common physical memory. So it provides higher computing power and speed that allocated the user to run and work in a multiple applications at the same time. Clear? It provides higher computing power and speed that allocates the user to run and work in a multiple applications at the same time. So that is known as multiprocessor operating system. The next one is the multitasking operating system. So what do you mean by multitasking operating system? The ability to perform more than one task together at the same time is called multitasking operating system. So what do you mean by multitasking operating system? The ability to perform more than one task together at one time is called multitasking operating system. Clear students? The next one is multi-threading operating system. So what do you mean by multi-threading operating system? The operating system that allows different parts of the software program to run simultaneously. So what do you mean by the word simultaneously? Simultaneously means all the work or all the action that are performed together in a particular time is known as simultaneously. Clear with the word now? So now tell me, what do you mean by multi-threading operating system? Multi-threading operating system means that allows different parts of a software program to run simultaneously. The features of main threading that can delay the execution response of certain processes, because that allows all the program to run it simultaneously. Right? If you allow only one program means only we will get the executed output at the correct time. If you are running all the program together at the same time means the time process will be delayed. Clear? So that is known as multi-threading operating system. The next one is the real-time operating system. What is the next one? Real-time operating system. So what do you mean by real-time operating system? Real-time operating system, it is designed to handle real-life scenarios and problems. So what do you mean by real-time operating system? The real-time operating system that is designed to clear the real-life scenarios and problems. Okay. Such operating system have the capability to progress the process and minimize the execution and work independently without any compatibility. Clear? And the next one is the distributed operating system. What is the next one? Distributed operating system. So what do you mean by distributed operating system? Distributed operating system runs on a set of computers that are located in different geographical area interconnected by a network. So what do you mean by distributed operating system? Distributed operating system runs on set of computers that are located in different geographical area interconnected by a network. For example, just imagine our school. In our school, in the reception we have one computer. In principal ma'am room we have one computer, and in the computer laboratory we have many computers. All these computer networks are interconnected with a single network. Okay, so all these computers are connected with a single network. So that is known as the distributed operating system. Clear? So once again, tell me the types of operating system. Single user operating system, multi-user operating system, multi-processor operating system, multitasking operating system, multi-threading operating system, real-time operating system, distributed operating system. Clear with the types of operating, students? Okay. The next topic is the user interface. What is the next topic? User interface. So what do you mean by user interface? As we know, interface is the point that the two systems meet and interact with each other. So what do you mean by interface? Where two systems meet and interact with each other is known as the user interface. Similarly, in computer, user interface refers to the hardware, software mechanism by which a user interacts with the computer. Previously studied, right, by using hardware and software only we can interact with the computer, right? So that is known as the user interface. So this user interface is also having some types. We can see that now. Interface. There are two types of user interface. The first one is CUI. CUI. So it is known as character user interface. Next one is the GUI. GUI. It is known as graphical user interface. So now tell me, what are the types of user interface? There are two types of user interface. They are CUI and GUI. CUI refers to character user interface and GUI refers to graphical user interface. So first let's see about CUI. So So what do you mean by CUI? CUI is a character user interface. So this interface that requires the user to type commands in order to interact with the computer system. So what is the work of a CUI? It types a command. Okay? In CUI user interface means it types a command in the computer to interact with the user and the computer. Okay? So this is known as CUI. Normally we can call this as a command line interface. The other name of CUI is command line interface. So what is the other name of CUI? Command line interface. Clear? The next one is the GUI. What is GUI? Graphical user interface. What is GUI? Graphical user interface. This interface is graphics based and interactive in nature. So CUI is a command based. So command based only we will interact with the computer. But GUI is a graphical based. Okay. So we will interact with graphical based to a computer. Clear? So this interface is graphics based and interactive in nature. Different devices such as mouse, keyboard, etc. are used to interact with the system. GUI is more user friendly than CUI. Okay. So GUI is more user friendly than CUI because normally we use only GUI in computer to interact. Okay. We won't use CUI normally. Basically we use GUI only. Okay. So have you clear with the CUI and GUI? So once again tell me, what do you mean by user interface? The user need to communicate with the computer. Right? We have to interact with the computer. So that is known as the user interface. Next one is types of user interface. So there are two types of user interface. They are CUI and GUI. So what do you mean by CUI? CUI means character user interface. Next one is GUI. GUI means graphical user interface. Clear, students? Now we can see the advantages of CUI over GUI. Okay? So all of you take your computer book, page number 11. All of you take your computer book, page number 11. So in that, see advantages of GUI over CUI. Read it. Advantages of GUI over CUI. Okay. So the first one is graphical user interface and the next part is character user interface. So see the first one. GUI interface is much attractive and appealing. What is given there? GUI interface is much attractive and appealing. Why it is much attractive and appealing? Because in the graphical user interface we are having more graphics matter. Okay. In here we are using more graphic system. So it is much attractive and appealing than CUI. Come to the CUI. What is given there? CUI interface is relatively less appealing because in that there is no graphics matter. Okay. So here we are having graphics. So it is much attractive and appealing. It is less attractive and appealing. Clear, students? Come to the next point. GUI is easier to learn and more user friendly due to the presence of various graphical elements like icons, menu, buttons, etc. So we are having here graphical elements. So all the icons, buttons, menus, these all will be very attractive. So it is very user friendly for us. See the CUI part. CUI is a text based interface and hence it is not a user friendly. So what is given there? CUI is a text friendly. Okay. It is a text friendly. So we user won't prefer that CUI much better than GUI. Okay. So come to the next point. With GUI, a user does not have to learn the complicated commands. Okay. So in GUI, we do not have any complicated commands. But in CUI, it is required to memorize many commands, operate and control a CUI. Clear? In here, we don't want to memorize many commands. But in CUI, we have to memorize lot of commands to use CUI. Come to the next point. GUI users have windows that allow a user to work, view, control and manipulate multiple programs and folders at the same time. Okay. So in GUI GUI we have multiple options. We can use that at the same particular time. But in CUI does not offer the same ease and ability to work with the multiple programs at once on one screen. So what's given there? In one screen we cannot use the multiple options. Okay, so that is the drawback. In GUI we can use multiple options. In CUI we can't use the multiple options. The next one is GUI supports the use of both the mouse and keyboard to control and navigate through your system. So what the GUI is giving, it supports both mouse and keyboard that is used to navigate the system. What it supports? Mouse and mouse and keyboard that is used to navigate the system. But in CUI supports the use of keyboard only. CUI supports only keyboard, but GUI supports both mouse and keyboard. Clear? The next one. In GUI, the user mostly gets immediate visual feedback of the action he is doing. For example, the user can see immediately that the file is successfully moved from one directory to another. So what they are given there? In GUI, we can see the immediate action. Okay, we can see the immediate action of our reaction. So if for example, it's given there, if we want to copy a file from one directory to another directory, we can easily see that. Okay. But in CUI, there is no obvious feedback. If we consider that same example, one or more additional commands will have to be issued to confirm the file transfer action. So what is already we have said, in GUI we do not require any command. But in CUI we require multiple commands. So to copy one file from one directory to another directory, then we have to require more than commands. Okay, we have to require more commands. So that is the drawback they have given for CUI. Next one. In GUI, multiple tasks can run simultaneously at a time. So already I have explained about simultaneously, right? So in GUI, multiple tasks can run simultaneously at a time. So what they have given there? In GUI, we can run multiple tasks at simultaneously. Okay? At a particular time, we can run multiple options. Okay, students? So read the CUI. Only one task can be executed at a particular point of time in CUI. So it's given there. In GUI, we can do multiple options at a particular time. But in CUI, we can perform only one action and at a particular time. Clear? Okay, students. Now move on to the next heading. Disadvantages of GUI over CUI. Up till now, we have seen the advantages of GUI over CUI. Now we are going to see about disadvantages of GUI over CUI. Okay? Okay, read the first one. GUI requires more system resources to load the various graphical elements such as icons, fonts, etc. Because in the GUI we have more graphical elements, right? So the more graphical elements have the icons, fonts, many things we are having. So it takes more internal memory of a computer. But in the CUI we use less system resources as compared to GUI. Because in that it is having only a text-based element. So it will not require more memory. Okay? Read the next one. GUI is still a bit slower than CUI as it uses both mouse and keyboard to navigate and control. In the advantage section we have seen, right? Because in the GUI we have two options. What are they? Mouse and keyboard to navigate the system. But in CUI we have only one option, that is the mouse. Okay? So that is the disadvantages they are given there. Next, GUI occupies much larger amount of hard disk space as compared to CUI. Definitely it will occupy because we are having here more graphical elements, right? So each and every graphical element have many bit storage. So it will store more memory space compared to CUI. The next one is GUI requires more RAM to run. So it requires more RAM to run. What do you mean by RAM? Tell me, what do you mean by RAM? RAM is random access memory. So what do you mean by RAM? RAM is random access memory. Okay. So a character user interface does not need much RAM to run. So we need GUI more RAM to run. CUI we do not need much RAM to run. operating system are less expensive. Why it is less expensive? Because here we are using only text-based option. Because here we are using graphical-based elements, so it is much expensive. It is less expensive compared to GUI because we are using here text-based element. Have you all clear, students? So what are the topic we had seen in today's class? We had seen about types of operating system, then we had seen about user interface, then types of user interface and advantages and disadvantages of GUI over CUI. Have you clear with today's topic, students? Okay. All of you take your book, page number 13. We shall complete the book exercise now. Okay, students? All of you take your computer book, page number 13. Okay? So in there, first one, fill in the blanks. Have you all taken your book? So in the first one, fill in the blanks. Okay? Read the first question. Dash refers to the physical part of a computer that you can see and touch. Tell me what is the answer? Hardware. So write the spelling. H-A-R-D-W-A-R-E. Hardware. Once again, dash refers to the physical parts of a computer that you can see and touch. The answer is hardware. H-A-R-D-W-A-R-E. Hardware. Finished? Okay, move on to the next question. Dash refers to the instruction or programs that tell the hardware what to do. The answer is software. S-O-F-T-W-A-R-E. Software. Once again, dash refers to the instruction or programs that tell the hardware what to do. The answer is software. S-O-F-T-W-A-R-E. Software. Move on to the third question. Read it. Dash software is a set of programs designed to perform specific type of job. What is the answer? Application. Write the spelling. A-P-P-L-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. Application. Once again, A-P-P-L-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. Application. Move on to the fourth question. Dash operating system runs on computers which are located in different geographical areas interconnected through a network. What is the answer? Distributed. Write the spelling. D-I-S-T-R-I-B-U-T-E-D. Distributed. Once again. D-I-S-T-R-I-B-U-T-E-D. Distributed. Next fifth question. A dash is a space on the display screen in which commands are typed in by the user. So what is the answer? Command line. Write the spelling. C-O-M-M-A-N-D. Command. L-I-N-E. Line. Command line. Once again. C-O-M-M-A-N-D. Command. L-I-N-E. Command line. Clear, students? Now come to state true or false. Okay? State true or false. Application software is a collection of one or more programs that controls and manages the overall operation and performance of a computer system. What is the answer? False. F-A-L-S-E. False. Move on to the third question. Operating system acts as a central coordinator between the user and the software. What's the answer? False. F-A-L-S-E. False. Move on to the fourth question. Multi-threading operating system allows more than one user to use the same computer at the same time or at different times. True or false? False. Move on to the fifth question. CUI requests the user to type commands in order to interact with the computer system. True or false? Just now we had seen, right? So what is the answer? True. T-R-U-E. True. Okay students, turn the next page, page number 14. Okay? Turn the next page, page number 14. Multiple choice question. Okay. Read the first question. A computer interprets the instruction given by a user with the help of a dash. The options are given there: operating system, device driver, utility software. What is the answer? Operating system. So tick the right answer. Operating system. Move on to the second question. The ability to perform more than one task together at one time is called dash. What is the answer? Multitasking. M-U-L-T-I. Multi. T-A-S-K-I-N-G. Multitasking. Move on to the third question. Dash has the capability to prioritize the process, minimize the execution time and work independently with no interdependencies. What is the answer? R-T-O-S. Write it. R-T-O-S. Have you written? So what do you mean by RTOS? Real time operating system. Once again, what do you mean by RTOS? Real time operating system. Clear? Write the fourth question. Character user interface is also known as dash interface. We had studied it now only. What is that? Command line. C-O-M-M-A-N-D. Command. L-I-N-E. Command line. Next, move on to the fifth question. Dash requires more RAM to run. Dash requires more RAM to run. What is the answer? G-U-I. G-U-I. Okay students. So write the answers clearly and neatly in your